And here we go, ladies and gentlemen. It's LGD up against Gaimin Gladiators to start off this final day of the International. Fog, we heard there from CY coming in with a bit of a different pick this game on Gaimin Gladiators' side, the Silencer. Could this be the answer to the Phoenix, a hero that we're seeing time and time again so far this tournament?
I'm looking forward to this one. This looks like it should be a pretty fight-heavy style draft.
I'll say that the dyrachyo and Seleri, they kind of step across. Get the setup with a disruption, you. Looking for the follow-up. Who's done with the concoctions there? Tries to hold him back, doesn't matter. New still fights the Who's onto Seleri. Seleri taken down. First blood for LGD. See if they can find something in return. Gaimin Gladiators, the curse upon you. They will at least get the trade. Quinn not able to get the first blood, but still getting that kill as the mid lane is going to feel pretty good for him as the Necrophos.
Yeah, absolutely. This is probably the lane where lots of chaos is going to be happening mid lane. I think we already kind of expect the Quinn should be able to take advantage of this one massively versus NothingToSay. Bottom lane, this one could also be pretty kill heavy as well too, especially for the side of gaming already.
They're getting right in underneath the tower. Shiro in trouble. One more slap from Ace will get the job done. Shiro taken down. Ace will lose his life, but happily taking that trade. They're getting in and taking the carry out. The point already where it's not easy for NothingToSay to sort of approach this mid wave. As they'll take huge amounts of damage and favorable trade going the way of Quinn Necrophos in this 1v1. Top lane, dyrachyo. He's in a bit of trouble. He's got the concoction cooking up. Is he able to throw it out? He holds it for the deny. All right, that'll do. That'll get the job done. He's out of the lane for a few seconds, but at least able to stop LGD from getting the kill against him. And both New and Planet also getting beaten down pretty low by Seleri.
If he gets another one, could be a kill.
So he's cooking up a concoction.
One more.
If anything, he's just going to allow Planet to try and find further connections, but the fourth's not there.
Nope.
I'll turn towards Seleri instead. New, he's stepping up. He's got a hoof stomp and a double A. Seleri, he could be in a lot of trouble here. New will go with the right clicks alone and take Seleri down. Backs away. Make sure not to use the double H to bring himself too low. Back up coming in. NothingToSay with the rotation. Charges forward on towards dyrachyo. Dyrachyo this time will not be able to deny himself. Planet gets the kill.
I mean, these two, honestly, Planet and New yesterday were making magic happen again. No, I don't think so. I mean, there's going to be, of course, a lot of plays that happen with these global silences that can just potentially save Quinn versus a lot of the burst and whatnot, but they probably feel like they do have some answers. They have that mixed magic.
NothingToSay shows in the mid.
That's deep. They lift the wave.
tOfu not quite able to connect with the initial slow. See Quinn should be able to close him with the Inkswell buff upon him. He's got the sights ready to drop down. If he feels that the kill's going to be there, he'll drop it, and he's got it. Quinn able to take down NothingToSay. Same time out top, though. dyrachyo and a spotted bother being chased out by LGD. Completely surrounded by the three of them. Disruption's there to try and mess up the ability for him to fry his concoction. And will self-stun and cause the stun to hit onto New, but it won't save dyrachyo as he goes down once again.
Planet actually even holding the poisons. I think maybe just saving that kill there for New. Why? Ace. Forced to dive here.
Ooh.
He actually stops it as well, too.
Very well played, but at the same time, why are you smile? He's down to the low ground with the Sunray.
That was so quick, the Sunray, but can he get away?
I don't know if he can. He's going to have a few spirits to throw down onto Ace. Lucid Beam as well, trying to hold Ace back. Going to continue to run this down. Another spirit out, slowing down the attack speed. It's enough to actually allow Why You Smile to get away. Meanwhile, back on the top side of the map, dyrachyo got taken down once again. This time, Quinn turns up, wants to try and make LGD pay for it. But dyrachyo, he is not having fun up here.
He certainly isn't. But New does have to be a little cautious. The one thing about Centaur playing versus Silencer, don't want to die too much. Giving up that int can be a problem for the hero.
Another connection. Quinn's in with the burst. It's another scythe kill here for Quinn.
And this Necro, I think that's what Boots Travel finished up, so his movement around the map is going to get faster and faster. When you're playing versus something like Spirit Breaker, if he has such a hard lane, you know he doesn't want to return back mid. When they get these deep wards down, you're going to see these charges coming through, so they're going to have a lot of information to play off in these next few moments.
I mean, what do LGD do for the next move? They're going to try and go on bottom, but the Global Silence comes out for Seleri. Ace, he's ready to turn, goes back in with the ultimate straight on towards Shiro. The sight's there, they've got the burst. Quinn turns up, takes him down. As at this point in the game, it feels just it's so incredibly difficult for LGD to make any sort of moves. That's sort of one way to get back in the game as a mid-Spirit Breaker. It's just not easy. Looking for kills, looking for action. It's not LGD's strong point right now against the tools that Gaimin Gladiators have managed to amass.
No, and overall, too, he's playing into the Primal Beast, which is a hero that just doesn't even care about status or just if he gets the grab onto them. Shiro again in trouble.
He's got the Lucid Beam just in time to hold Ace back, and he's able to get out of the range of the Inkswell. So by now, onto the two supports. Gaimin Gladiators, they continue to move forward.
Nice ban.
They've got the burst. They've dropped the side. Not quite enough damage to burst them.
The egg is down. Good spot.
Baseball pops the egg. They can't quite take it out. Quinn and Seleri, they're trying to hit it, but they can't stop the supernova. It's a turnaround from LGD. They've taken out tOfu. They've taken out Seleri. They'll bring Quinn low.
dyrachyo.
Can LGD get more out of this? Both Ace and Quinn incredibly low at the side of the fight. dyrachyo on the retreat. Nothing to say. Charging in over towards Quinn. Who's stopped from you? Double edge as well. They've got the first. They take down a fourth. LGD strike back hard.
Beautiful connection. What an egg. Right in the middle of everybody. Gaming tried to go for a very early aggressive play here. The Reaper doesn't do much damage at all. I honestly, like, pretty beautiful spell casting coming out across the board. Planted even with that little disruption, buying time so that they don't get grabbed from the Primal Beast.
They're going to try and go again in Gaimin Gladiators. This time, they might find Shiro. They're in on top of him. Soulbind's back up. The grab's there. Shiro won't survive this time round. Gaimin Gladiators, not to be deterred after that, the way that their last fight went. They went straight back here. This time, they get the job done.
But I mean, I think we've pretty much always seen those Brims go for those shard right away. Just how effective it can be. But I guess maybe because of the Shadow Demon, he is hesitating for it a little bit, just because that Demonic Purge. But we'll have to see.
Gladiators gonna have Quinn on the front lines. He's gonna get caught in the open combat for nothing to say, but he's still got plenty of bit to play with. They jump forward, but the Soulbind there responds. Quinn, he's perfectly fine, turns with a side down onto the two of them, takes nothing to say out. Useful for the curse damage in Seleri. The egg's successful, but there's no chance for LGD to fight aggressively off the back of it, while Ismail has to TP out of the fight.
I mean, your two tanky frontliners just get detonated right at the start of the fight. Yeah, it's gonna shift up top in about 40 seconds, so imagine they're gonna set up around there.
Very much feels like that they're in a position where they don't really need to take too many risks right now. Gaimin Gladiators, a pretty comfortable hold on the game.
Ooh. He gets the catch, tOfu!
In with the Inks, well, they don't even have to use the Reaper Scythe early. They'll drop in now, still won't get the kill with it, but they get the kill after.
Oh, that was sick by tOfu. What a quick blink into insta-popping that Inkswell.
Be able to finish the tier 1 mid. Get an extra bit of a cash bonus here for the team.
A little bit they can get, they need. 13 seconds.
They've got to do something there, LGD, otherwise they're going to be losing the racks.
That was perfect timing, really, for Gaming to take advantage of that glyph still being down.
Clear out the illusions.
And the racks is gone.
Take out the range, they're onto the melee. LGD, what's the plan? I mean, ideally, who are you finding here? Do you want something that, like the quick squishy heroes? You want to get on the silencer first, take him out? You know, what would be the ideal catch for LGD?
You probably at least want to know where the silencer is, and someone has to stop the global to come out. But we'll see who they want to jump first.
They've got eyes on the two of them.
He's getting the charge.
There's interruptions at the initial attempt from you. The global silence comes out. The Supernova's there, but Gaimin Gladiators, they can fight this out and keep at the distance. Ace will get caught by the initial stun, but he's so tanky.
Got the grab on both.
The Soulbind there, the grab as well. dyrachyo picks up the double Shiro. He's got the BKB in the Eclipse. Ace, he's somehow still alive. Finally, he'll fall as nothing to say. Takes him out with the ultimate.
Oh my!
You see Shiro able to BKB TP out, so LGD at least able to cut their losses there, and they do find a kill in return in that fight.
Immense. Glyph. Still cooldown for about 4 minutes.
Who goes in first for LGD? It's got to be New.
And look at dyrachyo the whole time he's been doing this, turning that Radiance off consistently when he's going for that.
And he's in.
dyrachyo's in.
The BKB's off just in time there for Shiro. Still going to get killed by the Soulbind. He tries to turn it with the Eclipse. Ace is falling low. Shiro focused on the one and able to take down Ace.
Deleted.
dyrachyo to back up. They're running away with the BKB, but the physical damage is coming in. dyrachyo finally able to keep to his distance. Quinn gets back in on the mid.
He's in the middle of everybody.
He's able to finish off Shiro. Quinn taking down the Luna. Shiro out with no buyback available. He's spent up for the butterfly. See LGD for the disruption, but they're not going to be able to find anything more. I mean, it looked to be a solid defense from LGD, but the fact that Quinn, he knew that he could get straight back in there, finish off the Luna.
LGD smoked up. They saw Quinn move. This could be their opportunity to strike. 28 seconds, no TP for Quinn to join his team.
Middle tower is under attack.
Getting all these little lines, the fact that they've now got the two Lotus Orbs ready for the next fight. Shiro.
He knows. He knows.
He's able to get the two-man hoops on the Sunrise.
It's perfect.
Coming in for the side. They eliminate tOfu. They take down dyrachyo. They'll be able to bring down Seleri as well as Gaimin Gladiators trapped in the corner. They didn't quite have the detection for Seleri. He'll use himself up, but there's no escape for this silencer.
So sick.
I mean, just trapped in the corner there, Gladiators. They were not ready for LGD to come and pincer them in and now open up the opportunity for LGD to head into the pit. Are going to be shaking in their boots a little bit with the way that these last few fights have gone. These moves absolutely huge for LGD, as LGD now starting to take the lead in this game.
Yeah, some nice itemization. I mean, playing into the silencer, playing into Necro, even Grimstruck. I mean, this Lotus could be incredibly effective. They trapped inside their own base. dyrachyo.
They're going to get the jump on him.
And they get jumped.
They'll open things up. They'll drop the global, but the Supernova was there in time with the Sunray. It bursts through. through dyrachyo. He's out for 75. New Ogre Seal turning forward. They're pushing in on the mid lane. They'll be ready to approach the high ground again and maybe even force out this buyback from dyrachyo. He's out for 70. Quinn.
Now Quinn also.
Thanks to Lucid Beam. Charging for nothing to say. Knocks it back in the wall. The other
Eclipse.
but the Eclipse, but the BKB's out. Quinn backs away. The turn of the Soulbind. Jump forward. dyrachyo tries to go for the Abyssal Blade stun, but it's onto the Lotus Soul. Stuns himself. Ace in the midst of the wall. The side's coming.
They get the Reaper.
It takes nothing to say down. There's a
Shiro's
Shiro is getting completely trampled upon by Ace. That's Shiro down once. They do it a second time round. BKB is still on cooldown for 2 seconds. He's going to have it up now. He's ready to press it, ready to turn. Looks towards dyrachyo with a Lucid Beam, but Ace crashing across the two of them. Shiro in the
gotta run.
He's driving the TP out of the BKB. He's come to it. Getting away again. Shiro able to TP out. As Healer's Game, you will not. As Gladiators, they'll find you, but they won't get anything else. No, I don't know how, but
how did Shiro
actually able to live there. Despite his BKB coming to an end, I mean, both saw the things around there. The fact that his BKB came back up just in time.
His Aghanim of stuff. Well, now, another element that LGD does have to answer. So this Luna illusion is going to be terrifying.
Oh, it is. We've seen many times how much this Dark Portrait can do against the right carry. And against this Shiro Luna, it's certainly the one to get a Dark Portrait upon.
If they have these butterfly,
talking about Shiro.
Item to have on these Dark Portraits. Shiro.
Quinn trying to close in. Trophy's able to get the Sun, so to get the Hex as well, but it was launches back up towards Quinn. Hit with the Sun. It's a 3-man who stop into the charge. A beautiful jump from you. Gaming Gladiators, they have to run. BKB from dyrachyo is on the retreat. Another charge for nothing to say over towards Ace. Quinn getting completely kited as LGD back off away from him during his BKB.
Can they re-go?
Jump from Nuance again.
Trying.
Catches there. Who's stop into the charge? Do they have the damage to threaten Quinn? The buyback's going to be coming out from tOfu.
Shiro.
They turn back over. They've got the Hex in on the Shiro. Shiro needs help.
He's gone.
Disruption.
Oh, disruption.
He's there. Puts a stop to the side kill, but he's still going to be kept. Incredible. They finish him off. Shiro out of the game. They turn toward nothing to say. Nothing to say. He has no buyback. He cannot afford to get caught, and he won't. Charges over towards the mid lane. He misses back up.
Can he get away?
They're TPing over. And look like they have the detection here on the front line, so nothing to say. He'll live. A big escape from him. Buyback is available for him. We'll see how much they're able to take here, Gaming Gladiators, before the buybacks come out from LGD. It's dyrachyo in on the mid lane. Tier 3s are gone. Onto the backs. There's the buyback from Shiro. Gaming Gladiators, they respect it immediately.
Call quick though, because this Rosha dies in
Oh, it's going to be going down quickly. There's the smoke delivered out. Gaming Gladiators, they'll start to head towards the pit, but they've got to do it fast.
The positioning from Nothing to Say. He'll be able to break the smoke.
He's in on the high ground. It's going to be hard for Gladiators to get past him. Shiro and you getting the space to finish off. Ace.
Nothing to Say.
Able to get the grab. They turn straight away. The side comes down and Nothing to Say. He's able to put the BKB jump forward from Ace. Nothing to Say. He's able to live for now.
He kicks out.
He's onto the egg with a chemical range. He's able to take it.
Solo kills it.
Takes the supernova out. Turns over to what you do. Put the BKB.
Big stun.
Shiro in with the turn. Gets the Aegis on the Luna. dyrachyo tries to stand his ground against him, but he's caught by the disruption. They're onto the Luna. The Luna's out the once. And he's not got a lot of buyback. This second life hit for Shiro could be a rough one. He's able to get out of this one. Gaming Gladiators. He's picked up the rapier. He's not able to get it out to him. He tries to put the refresher, but he's gone. He's out, and he just sped up. His buyback, of course, still on cooldown. He's out of the game for 2 minutes. A huge window now for Gaming Gladiators to try and end this one. Nothing to say. The buyback available. It'll be a 4v5 at the least here for the defense. The rack's gone.
Dropping Spirit Breaker buyback, but still 60 seconds. No Shiro.
LGD. Nothing to say. Trying to start off the defense. Jump off from you. In with the Who Stop straight away on towards dyrachyo. dyrachyo stepping away. Is able to put the BKB on for Nothing to Say. Bashing it on towards Ace. They're bringing Ace down low. The supernova pops successfully.
But the building, the objectives are being taken.
The base exposed. They've got to do something crazy here, LGD, if they want to hold.
dyrachyo being careful. 10 seconds for Chemical Rage. He's letting Quinn just hit the throne.
They're doing it safely. They're doing it carefully here, Gaming Gladiators. Another charge forward for Nothing to Say. Trying his best to tank the spells. Loads are thrown out upon him. Reflexively Abyssal Blade from dyrachyo. Seleri trying to hit onto the Ancient himself. 20 seconds. They've got the fortification. LGD doing their best, holding out for a Shiro here, but he may not respawn today as he's dead for 15 more seconds. They're looking to close it onto the Ancient. 10 seconds until the Luna's up. Nothing to say, trying to put a stop to it all. New, he's in with a Who Stop. He's got the two of them. He gets the jump. The burst is over, but dyrachyo, he's dead. They killed him. It doesn't matter though.
But they got it.
Ace finished Finishes off the Ancient.
Wow.
GG is called. Gaimin Gladiators will take this game 1.
What a team fight up top. I mean, beautiful stuff from Gaimin Gladiators, just having the confidence to just walk in there and take out Nothing to Say. I mean, throwing everything onto him. He feels so tanky. He's got bulldoze. He's got all this capabilities to try to protect himself, but they still burst him through it, and somehow dyrachyo solo kills the egg when it means everything. Wow.
I mean, an insane final push and a close push as well. You know, if there was sort of anything like a 10-second less on that cooldown of the buyback of Shiro, if he was able to turn up for that defense, maybe they could have held. But as it was, Gladiators realizing that they had this window to go all in to end the game before Shiro was able to do anything with the rapier pickup.
I mean, look at these damage numbers in particular. Quinn doing about 60,000 damage in this game. The next highest on his team, dyrachyo with like 27. Shiro also, of course, carrying heavily inside that later stages, 52k damage. But overall gaming, this necro pick seemed to be pretty perfect for Quinn to take over.
I think it certainly did. Either way, an insane opening here to this final day of the International. Both teams absolutely playing their hearts out. But as it is, Gaimin Gladiators, they will close up and take this game 1. Sure, and do you think sort of some rightful concerns from the panel as well with regards to what LGD supports are going to be able to do early on to sort of enable the other lanes, or how do you think that's going to play out?
I mean, it's just difficult to be able to, like, with the the Nature's Prophet constantly making these rotations with the teleport, that's where something there could struggle. They're gonna have to like preemptively be ready for the moves, as already
Talking
right
about
off
the
the
Prophet
bat.
here, he's able to get off the 3-man shield crash, but still the damage coming in. It's gonna be first blood for Seleri. The power of the Nature's Prophet already coming into fruition here with that level 1 play. Looking at sort of the top lane, YU Smile on the Elder Titan. A pretty good game for ET to combo up with some of his teammates.
Absolutely. I mean, he's playing. It's all about the stalling, right? Stalling out the games. They have the Magnus as well, too. Two of the best wombo combos. And even with the Naga.
This time around, they'll get him. Stuart forward from you. dyrachyo getting punished. The same time, though, Shiro also to fall. Both carries getting punished in the safe lane. Both heroes having to be cautious. They've got good amounts of jump and resets, way to back up and jump back in if they catch one another low.
Yeah, Nothing to Say just has to be very careful with how he uses those swashbuckles. The TP comes in from the Nature's Prophet and it could just net a kill almost immediately up top.
The stomp it.
Gets the Lotus.
The two of them, Shiro trying to close in onto tOfu, but tOfu does have the shadow around with the
Seleri's here.
And they've got backup. Seleri's in, they turn with the Raid 5 blast over towards Shiro. Shiro getting surrounded, caught in the sprout. He's taken out again.
Goodness.
This
Back
could be
to
able to have a good chance of chasing YU Smile out, as well as YU Smile trying to back off. But the right clicks from tOfu and Seleri are enough. Double kill for tOfu. This top lane getting messy.
Messy already. As soon as the Naga comes back, I mean, this is going to be the long walk of shame. 30 seconds, no TP.
And Shiro, no, TP still on cooldown. He's having to take the smoke to try and get back to lane as quickly as he can. A big hit against the Naga Siren in this laning stage.
A massive one is also Quinn can now go for the bottom room while tOfu checks the top one. Will Nothing to Say be able to get it? Nope, Quinn gets it. And now tOfu's here to back up. Nothing to Say has a swash.
He's going to get caught by the bramble though. Still able to jump away. And we'll have to potentially back off as this dagger ticks him down.
And Quinn's just jumping him.
He's in for the kill. Another dagger, Quinn, he's going to get it. The kill's there. Gladiators finding a lot of early action down bottom planet and knew they tried for Seleri, but Seleri, he's able to just walk away from them. The stomp does clip him.
Can they finish?
Shockwave will drag it back. New really wants the kill, he'll get him.
But now New's under tower.
Down. The stun's there, dyrachyo trying to step up, see if he can finish on New in return. Doesn't look like he'll have any further grab. 6 seconds until the stun's back up. In fact, he might be in trouble himself. Another dead shot connection from Planet into the Shockwave.
Got a Lotus.
He may be able to turn aboard Planet because the stun, it's back up. The crits are coming in. The stop, it's there though, just in time before dyrachyo's able to pull in Planet with a reality rip. Doesn't matter though. Seleri TP's in, grants him the vision to still grab him back. I mean, now YU Smile's got to be cautious. dyrachyo's been handed over a tango. He can start healing up.
Hey, look at New. He even has to be careful with his positioning. Like, dyrachyo just standing toe-to-toe versus 3 heroes.
I mean, again in the mid lane, Nothing to Say getting bullied by Quinn and tOfu. As soon as he's back to the mid lane, he's back out again, dead without TP available.
And Ace is now in a 1v1 versus the Naga Siren. He's more than happy with this type of setup. They have to just keep trying to move these lanes around on side of LGD. They need to do something.
And they will. Planet turns up, make sure that this time round, Shiro is able to get the kill against Ace.
I mean, look at the aggression. It's 10 kills, 5 minutes.
I mean, it wouldn't be a bad catch finding you. He's already had a bit of a tough time in the lane. If they can take him down,
we'll be able to break that smoke.
And they'll see what's coming.
But look at dyrachyo's positioning. He still wants to dive New.
I mean, who wants to come down here to help him? TPs are going to be coming over.
They've got the Pango
He's getting
here.
caught by the bramble, though. Nothing to Say. The stun's out for dyrachyo. Nothing to Say. He's got the Rolling Thunder at the ready, but the Sonic Wave pushes the two of them back.
Now he's too
They've
low.
lost New. There's now Nothing to Say. He's got to run.
Perfect angle from Quinn to get that pushback. Stops him in his tracks. keep
plan
this
it.
advantage going and plan it. Be careful.
He's going to miss the dead shot. The stun's there. I mean, Planet, he's gone as well.
That in an instant.
They just can't fight them at this point, despite how hard they try, LGD.
He could just die if he steps up a little bit too far. Has to be pretty careful.
Same to be said for NothingToSay. He's having to go right back under the tier 2. Cannot show his face anywhere close to tier 1. And try and TP down bottom. Skewer's only going to be on towards the Phantasm. Maybe they can find Seleri. They'll get the stomp set up. dyrachyo's considering maybe helping out on this fight, but with the wrong stun, they're in with the stun. Sonic Wave pushing back the 3 of them. It's actually giving the space for Seleri to walk away.
I mean, the
Seleri,
punk out.
He's perfectly fine. dyrachyo's considering diving into what was new. NothingToSay he tripped up by the spells of tOfu as the dump forwards there from Quinn. NothingToSay taken down. They just can't kill any of them.
I mean,
not even Seleri. A 6K lead already for Gaimin Gladiators. This is as hot as a start as you can get, really.
I mean, the Relic is done. The Radiance is going to be coming up with 13, 14 minutes for Ace.
All right.
It's a dyrachyo.
I was going to say...
It's bound to happen. It hasn't happened much at TI, I feel like.
When he dies like this, the win is pretty much guaranteed. You know.
Quinn did not smile.
All serious business from Quinn. He weren't happy.
How dare you. My perfect Queen of Pain game. What do you Look how aggressive they're still posturing, though. Continue to just go for NothingToSay. No space for this man.
Uh-oh.
Man, I mean, Xiao gave him some rubs on the shoulders, but so far it's not helping. 0-5-0. And Seleri's even TPing in aggressively. They're just going to take both, it seems, on the side of Gaming.
Maybe with a stomp, why you smart can get this one. No, tOfu's able to kite it out, gets back in, picks it up. Planet will be able to grab their own.
Okay, dyrachyo actually isolated. New is here as well.
See if they can get it. Look at the skewer. They'll try and turn, but this time, ooh.
Nice song.
Might be allowing them to get the 2 of them, actually, because now they can set up over towards Seleri. They kill off dyrachyo. They close the gap in on towards Seleri. Gets clipped by the dead shot. A couple of kills here for LGD.
Nicely done from Shiro. I mean, he's the one with the Midas, and he's the one actually making the plays happen here to bring some stuff back. Nicely done. And they got the Wisdom. They know the heroes are positioned down the bottom, in particular that Naga sign. They know that Shiro was down here. Long wraparound. Nothing to say for a second here. Ace is in.
With the jump. Straight away with the stun. It's far too much damage for NothingToSay to survive through.
All right, tOfu and Ace menaces this game. tOfu 5-0-5, the instant bedlam, trusting his buddy. Aggressive route that we sometimes do see from the Naga Sirens. I think sometimes we do see that like Orchid kind of playmaking style come out, but Shiro, he's just trying to build up for himself.
Seleri.
New spotted.
Eyes on you. Further TP's coming in as well. See if we can get the blink off in time. No, the right clicks are there. Seleri will catch him and drag him back into the stun. New punished here for trying to farm on this bottom half of the map. Gaimin Gladiators, they'll be having none of that.
Quinn going for a little bit more protection, something you don't see too often anymore on the Queen of Pain, but is buying a Yules after having his Aghanims and his Kaya, so just that little bit of extra protection versus the Calling in particular could be huge. And they can potentially even set up for Tormentor if they'd like to. Maybe a little bit of a risk playing versus the Magnus, and Ace may be thinking about it. Did Seleri show what he's going to be building just yet? Okay, does have the Aghanims queued up. You know, that'd be a great option.
Nice.
This is the deep jump.
Oh, he's going in past the tier 3. He's ready to sort of dive in and look for action. The sleep is there. RP as well.
Down to 2.
2 of them. It's going to bring them low. Yules up from Quinn. Quinn will be able to jump out of this one. Gets to the side. Actually hits pretty much a 5.
Gets them all.
Wave there. Ace here on the second life. Goes towards the ET. Takes down Why You Smile. Shiro has to use the song to back up.
I mean, what a jump there. I mean, Seleri TPing it aggressively and then Ace jumping forward.
He just goes straight for it.
Yeah, and Quinn gets a connection on almost everybody with the Shadow Strike.
I think it was pretty much a 5 map.
Just trying to use this Aegis as much as possible. dyrachyo, 40 seconds left on it.
Should be able to pop it the once. Or maybe not. He's actually able to get out of this dyrachyo. He's not even going to lose the Aegis quite yet.
Little toggle, gets himself out. Pretty much every single ulti being used from the side of LGD just to sustain and withstand themselves. Seleri does buy back at the least there. One silver lining for LGD, but Gaming, I mean, at any moment you can see they're very confident just jumping in. dyrachyo.
Whoop. The skewer back on him. 10 seconds till Aegis.
Seconds.
We'll just look to take him down the first time whilst the Aegis is still there.
And okay, and they get the Tormentor too.
They go around to Quinn. He's in with the jump. dyrachyo wants the BKB, turns over towards Shiro.
Shiro's in trouble.
They surrounded here in the corner. They came blocked off by dyrachyo. Sonic Wave as well. He's pushed up to the side of the map. Quinn jumps in. He's killing off the back lines. He's taken out Planet Beautiful as well.
Shiro.
The round of the Naga Siren. Shiro, he's out.
50 seconds.
None of them with buyback gold available. As GG will be able to push down this bottom lane, maybe even get the tier 3 in the barracks with this one. They're starting to fall a bit low on Quinn. Gotta make sure that he keeps a fair bit of a distance when the Rolling Thunder does come to an end.
I mean, they're still going, even for the melee racks here. Gaimin Gladiators pushing the limits. We'll be backing up. Magnus is respawning. RP's back up. They'll give respect. And Roche will fall. A little bit more, I mean, not a little bit more aggressive, but more aggressively.
Does not feel like an option right now for LGD whatsoever.
Getting massively out-farmed. Gaming's farming 90% of the map.
We heard it in the comms earlier, just sort of keeping everything very calm on Gaimin Gladiators. dyrachyo. You get clipped by the harpoon, they're able to pull him in, but Quinn's here with the backup. Ace so forward, they get the Sony wave, push back onto the three of them. The RP's there, but it looks like it doesn't really matter. They've already lost planet. Shiro having to use the song to reset. It's another retreat from LGD. They can't even hold around the barracks as the melee barracks will fall.
Is that another 4-man Sonic wave, I feel like, from Quinn? I feel like every single time he's getting so many of these heroes. I can't imagine what his damage is in this game, but it probably is by far the highest.
And Ace
is
going again. He's going up towards the tier 4s. They get another round of the Shadow Strike daggers out into the two of them. Shiro trying to step forward. The illusion's out. The dyrachyo pretty much ignoring them. Hitting onto the tier 3.
Shiro's
they
in
catch
trouble.
Shiro with the sun. Ace stepping forward. They're going to pull back with the rift. Shiro's in trouble. The hex is there, thrown down on towards dyrachyo.
Shiro?
Not enough to fight back to save Shiro. Shiro taken out. Short of the money on buyback. New also to fall. They don't have the buybacks here. LGD is Gaimin Gladiators, taking them down one by one. Stun over the walls, nothing to say. He's also out without no buyback. The tier 4's exposed. They're looking to close it up. It's over. GG is called. Gaimin Gladiators take this one 2-0. We'll be moving on to the grand finals.
What a display of dominance. This last pick, Queen of Pain. I mean, this seemed perfect. Quinn just took over everything. Nothing to say. Ends the game 0-7-0.
That is gotta
Holy
be
crap.
one of the most brutal mid comparisons we've seen. I think Quinn just letting out his disgust for Pango pickers big time in this game with how dominant and how just rough that mid matchup ends up looking on the scoreboard. Folks.
I mean, look at the damage numbers. It tells the tale of it all. Quinn, look at this. I mean, ridiculous. 36,000. How many 4-man ults can we see? How many times is he just going to stop Nothing to Say in his tracks? And the Rolling Thunders, Nothing to Say did 11,000 damage. LGD tries to play for the late game, but it doesn't even matter. Gaming just controls everything. And even if it gets to these later stages, they had full grasp.
I mean, they look brilliant. I mean, as we said, we knew it from the dyrachyo death at the neutrals that this game was over. They always win the games like that. It's a crucial point.
I mean,
you know, from that point on, we're just not beating them. You know, dyrachyo, he's in full dyrachyo form, and he does not get stopped.
No, he does not. A flawless game from Gaimin Gladiators.
Absolutely. I mean, LGD, they had a great run, but here today, they get shut down out of the competition by Gaimin Gladiators, who are going to be moving on to that grand finals with an incredible force after the sort of ferocity that they win these two games with. Gaimin Gladiators, they'll take the series 2-0 against LGD and are going to the grand finals.